Hey Scruffy, how you doing? Oh wow, coming in. So it's a really nice day again. Yeah. So I cut some of Scruffy's fur, so you can see the part that was wrapped around his leg is now free. I'll talk about it, I guess, in a moment. But I'm a little early to dinner tonight. But I saw Scruffy come to the mat as I was preparing dinner, so I guess he's ready. Okay. So I kneel down. Food on the table. Get the glove. So yeah, anyway, at lunch, Scruffy was kind of facing the right way, but the piece of fur I wanted to cut was not sticking out. But I noticed there were blue specks in Scruffy's fur, so he was sleeping on one of the blue blankets, and I thought maybe I'd just try to brush out the flecks. I don't normally brush Scruffy at lunch, because yeah, he's very skittish in general, and anytime I change his behavior, he kind of freaks out. But he managed to tolerate the brush pretty well. And then I started getting sneaky. So after I was done brushing, I picked up the scissors, and he was still eating. And I decided to take some opportunistic snips. But yeah, this time, so like the past few days, I've been trying to do very small snips, because last time I tried to cut in one giant clip, the fur bunched up and didn't cut, and then Scruffy noticed immediately that his fur was scrunched up in the scissors and retreated. So I decided I need to start trying to do small, tiny snips and try to work my way through it. Scruffy hasn't really given me many opportunities the past few days, but finally today I felt like there was an opportunity. So in addition to doing the small snips, what I also did was I would take a small snip and then quickly retreat and kind of hide the scissors in my lap. So if Scruffy looked back, it would look like I wasn't doing anything. He wouldn't see me with my hand down near his fur. And that actually seemed to work, since I'm just doing small snips. There's not much to feel. And then I think, a few days ago I was also testing how much noise I can make without alarming Scruffy. So I was wondering, will Scruffy flip out if I open and close the scissors, when I pick them up, put them down? And Scruffy was surprisingly tolerant of the sound, and he was more interested in the food. So I didn't need to be too quiet. So yeah, I kept doing that. Scruffy turned around, I think, a couple times, but yeah, I kept pretending I wasn't doing anything with the scissors in my lap. And then finally I was getting down to the end. I could tell I was getting very close to cutting through the little piece I was trying to saw through. And I probably extended my welcome, because I was really just trying to get that last snip, and then I'd be done with that part, and probably done for today. And then Scruffy, I think, noticed. He didn't react as strongly as I thought, but he did move, and he reoriented himself, so I couldn't cut anymore. So I'm not sure if he just did that because he saw me, or he did that just because he wanted to get a better attack angle on the food. So anyway, I wasn't able to cut anymore. But then I noticed when Scruffy was done eating and walked away today, that piece of fur that I had cut actually did break apart. So I didn't make it all the way through, or it came apart right after I finished cutting. So that long piece of fur is now only hanging from one big strand instead of two big strands. So unfortunately, the remaining big strand where it's hanging from seems to be under his belly, and I can't. So Scruffy doesn't trust me enough to give me access down there. So I don't know how I'm going to cut that. I'm basically just going to have to stay opportunistic and see if Scruffy happens to position himself in such a way that the fur is kind of sticking out, where I can sneak the scissors in for a quick snip. Or what I'm hoping is, just the part by the belly is just eventually going to shed, and then it'll just fall off. I was thinking if I can cut at least one of the strands, then it won't stay there as long, because it doesn't have to shed in two different places at the same time. So anyway, it was progress. So just grabbed the glove there. I don't know if the camera picked that up. It might have been obstructed by the hand. But yeah, another nice day. The weather's been kind of in a holding pattern. So yeah, can't complain. The weather's great right now. I think the sun was a little slow coming out today, this morning, but then this afternoon it finally came out. But it remained partly cloudy, so it didn't get too hot. So I went out for a bike ride today. I should have went yesterday, but when I was thinking about going for a bike ride yesterday, some sense of extreme, I don't know how to describe it, disgust. Maybe not disgust, but I just really didn't want to do it for some reason yesterday. So I went for a run yesterday, which didn't work out so great because I probably needed a longer recovery period. But today, I didn't have that same feeling of I don't want to do a bike ride, so I was able to go. Scruffy like that little neck rub there. Chin rub. Yeah, Scruffy just picked up his foot again. So anyway, so it's a good bike ride. I saw a duck in the creek at the park. So in the park, the creek is still flowing. It's not dried up yet. And I actually saw a duck in there quacking, swimming and quacking. And I think I can't remember the last time I saw anything in the creek. I don't know if I've ever seen anything in the creek. It's always dry or almost dry. I don't see many animals in the water, if any. So I was surprised to see a duck swimming and quacking. Scruffy's getting into it. But it's about food time too. Yeah, it's a solid headbutt. Okay, let's get Scruffy's food. Okay. So, right now the fur is dangling behind him, but the big clumped up part is behind him, and the weaker points are under his belly, so I think the parts dragging behind him are too thick to try to cut. You need a narrower spot. There's that power tool again. So Scruffy's kind of protecting the fur. Okay. So I think I saw Scruffy slipping on the table this morning. And then, yeah, I talked about lunch, so you'll see me trying to cut. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Let's see a fly on the screen. So we're a little on the later side today, but still lunchtime. It's like clouds in the sky today, but there's some sun. Okay, let's get your food. Okay, I'm gonna kneel down, put the scissors down, put food on the table, get the water bowl down, get the glove, so that Scruffy didn't go further away. Step on the scissors. So I see some blue specks in Scruffy's fur. So he was sleeping on a blanket. I think I saw him on the table this morning. Can't get the blue speck out. Just trying to swipe it with my glove, but yeah, it's not dislodging. I have to get the brush tonight if it's still there. Okay, let's get your food. So tonight's dinner is meaty pate with grilled chicken and tuna, kibble, and rotisserie chicken scraps. So there's a lot of noise. So that power tool keeps going off, and then there's a bunch of other things going off. The Scruffy's almost done, so we'll have to put up with it much longer. Move the balls. There is pate stuck to the golf ball. I also saw a fox at the park today. So I was climbing up the final hill. There's a fox off the path in the brush. I was actually biking on not in the center of the path, but on the edge of the path closest to the fox. I didn't see him until I was probably a little too close. So the fox backed away a little bit, but mostly Howard's ground. Scruffy's done fast tonight. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.